My best friend, Johnny, I knew him back when I was 8 years old, maybe even younger than that. And we grew up in Logan Square. And I remember him playing his 45s on his little record player with a flip top cover. And Superstition always seems to come to mind. That's the one I remember we used to play to death 3 or 4 times at a time, before we were like, let's move on to something else. So that was my first introduction, I think, to records. I, of course, remember the first record I ever bought, and that is Mothership Connection. This is what it looks like. This is the cover. And I remember it vividly when I bought it. It was on Milwaukee Avenue and Kimball, a little record store. And I just heard the song on the radio like a week before. And I went in there singing it to the guy behind the counter. And the guy pointed me to it. I'm like, you sure that's it? Paid $5, something like that, $5.25 or something. Yep, it's my very first record. I collect because it's a rush to own the stuff that you love. I mean, for me, it's music, and records. I never even thought about it as a collection. It's just a part of me, I hear a record, I heard a song that I love on the radio, and it's like, well, I gotta have that, So I went out and got it. So to me, it's just part of me. It's kind of hard to put my finger on it. Why do I actually collect records? I mean, it's just, why wouldn't I? It's like, I gotta have these. Let's see. My wife thinks it's nice. I mean, she'd rather have me do this than hang out at the bar, I guess. But she wouldn't mind me getting rid of all of these and put it down on some bills or whatever. But this is something that it's my passion, and she kind of lets me get away with that. There's some friends that may look at it as like, what a waste. And then others will look at it and go, wow, look at all those records, it's so cool. And that's where it ends, Not too many people come in and just go, oh, let's check these out, check them out, So I don't really share my passion with too many people. I don't know too many that, that I could invite over and, hang out with me and listen to records, The main genre that I seek out, I mean, if I had a choice of, going into a record store and it's just that type of music, it would have to be probably electro stuff like Soul Sonic Force, Imperial Brothers, Italo Disco, that era. It's like mid-80s kind of stuff. I mean, that would be the dream store to me. But I love everything. I got, funk, early soul stuff from, 70s to, Devo. I love everything. But that would be probably my first choice, would be electro kind of stuff. Promotional copies over commercial releases, hands down. The reason it is for me, it's different from everyone, I guess, but you're asking me, and my personal feeling on that is, let's just say, okay, my favorite album would be Mothership Connection, Parliament. Okay. But to have the promotional copy, the first release, the first thing that was printed, and sent out to radio stations. I mean, this is the first time that it was listened to by someone. This is the format that was sent out. To me, that's like the ultimate. And that's the main reason I'm into promos, because that's the first release, Just like getting a rookie card from a, basketball player. So it's the same thing to me. Commercial copy is something that anybody can get, even if they're limited copies, But promos is like, these are the ones that the discos got early on. Sometimes they were only issued at the discos. If it didn't make it there, they probably didn't make it as a commercial release. So to have the promos, especially of the good stuff, like IOU, Freeze, or anything like that. So Sonic Force promos to me are just, they're gold. Promos over commercial. I actually counted them up about a year ago, maybe a little over a year ago, year and a half ago, and came up to about 3,000 approximately. And that's just including this size, the album size records, 12-inch stuff. And there's 45s in a couple big crates and containers, maybe about another 1,000 of those. Now the thing is with all these records, most of these are choice. These aren't, just hand-me-downs that I got that are worthless. I mean, these are records that I really, I mean, let's just reach in here. See what we got. That should be a good one. Janet Jackson. So just about everything in here is something that I can use. Space right now isn't an issue for my records. There's still plenty of room, plenty of shelf space as I'm looking around. Plenty of places to fit more records, no doubt.